Got my workspace set up and I can go to work, but there's something else I want to show you and tell you about here. So let me get that set up off camera. So after I do that, I normally get my day started. I'll start working on whatever it is. Normally for me, I've got it planned out the night before or while I'm eating my breakfast. I'm like, okay, I got to get to this step. But last night I saw on Facebook Marketplace, or afternoon after I got done working, some people up in Bartlesville, which is about, well, actually they were about, I don't know, 15 to 20, 25 minutes northwest of Bartlesville. So it was about an hour and 20 minutes up there. But they had some camper parts, actually camper windows that they were looking to get rid of. So I messaged them. They said, yeah, if you want to come up and get them. And the price was right. And then when I got there, got talking to them, turns out that they had built several campers, but they had done enough and they were kind of clearing things out to move on to their next life's projects, I guess, is a nice way to say it. And they said, we got a bunch of other stuff. You want to look at it? And I was like, sure, I'd love to take a look. So let me show you. I'm going to share with you. And only because it's part of my day, I've got to unload this and put it away. I didn't feel like doing it late last night. So the things that I got. This is the heavy duty foam. I've got 4-inch. I've got 5-inch. Got long pads. Oh, short pads. Now, that's a good stack. I'm going to set it off to the side here because I've got to put it up in the rafters to get it out of the way. That stuff is expensive. If you've had to buy enough just to get your dinette done, there's probably, I'll bet you I got 5 dinette sets that I could out of this. So let's keep going. Super excited about this. Now, as you know, I am not into doing big campers. I'm not. I just, who was I was talking to somebody yesterday. I said, man, you got to start doing bigger campers with shower. It was Jim. Jim is a shower or bathroom guy. He said, you're going to have to start doing that. That's what people want. And I said, I don't want to. I don't have shareholders. I'm not a business. I do what makes me happy, and I have fun at it. If it's not fun, and bathrooms are not fun for me, potty closets are okay. So I don't want to do it. If I had to, I would. But if I had to, I just probably wouldn't because it doesn't make me happy. I like working on these little campers. They're fun. But I got this gigantic rock guard. Can you even see how big this thing is? Look at that. That's 6 feet across. But the reason I took it is, it has the arms on it with the pieces to it. Those are becoming very difficult to find. Chris Abbey has to make them for us. And all of this right here, that's not that easy to find either. So he could make 2 rock guards for the size that I'm using just out of this stuff. So set this off to the side because that's pretty cool. I really got it for parts. Let me get this. This foam is heavy duty. Small window, really a potty closet window for my taste. They kept some window parts, and so windows in the frame. That's the problem, man. You start building these, you go, I might need that, and pretty soon you got 15 of them. So I probably won't even keep these. But I'm gonna set them off to the side for now, because you never know. And here's a really nice size window. I like this. This could go on the side. It could go in a rear window or on the sides by the bed. It gives you a window, but it's still not too big. I like this one. Like it a lot. Small, but not too small. Pretty big window, but not too big. Not too big. You could put this like right next to the kitchen. You could see out, and then you wouldn't have to put a window in the front by the dinette. You could just have this. Plenty of light. So that's a good one too. Now I gotta make sure I put these down where they're not getting broken up. Now, this came off of a pop-up, but all the mechanism is there. I can pull this out and I can replace it with some Max aluminum, MACS aluminum right here. And now I've got a baggage door. So repurpose. Baggage doors, man, when they get tore up, they're hard, almost impossible to fix. All right. Now, here is the giant window that goes with that giant rock guard. I will never use it. It is in great shape. If you want it, come and get it. rebuilderrob@gmail.com. Because I'm never gonna use it. Never gonna use it. Then, pardon my back, but more this 5-inch super foam, and then one great big pad. 4-inch, that looks like it's big enough to make a bed if somebody, you know, was in a pinch and they didn't want to get a mattress. That would do the trick. So, there's the arm piece off of that. That Chris Abbey will be getting that and using it. All right, so let's move on. You don't have to watch me put the stuff away. I'm gonna put it away. We're gonna move on to the next part of a day in the life of Rob the Rebuilder. Part 2, I forgot. Brown sink. Real baggage door. Good mechanism. Metal screen. Assorted eyebrows in great condition. 12-volt, 56 Shasta light. I can convert that to 110. Old gas light, no globe, but you know, we know where to get the globes at. 12-volt lights. Now these are super cool. I like these. 56 Shasta, 110 light. Hard to find. Another light. Cool light. I like it. Bunch of cranks. Look at this. If you get broke down back in the 50s or whenever these were, you just pop this open. This pops up, you set them down. Reflectors. There's gonna be a glamper out there that's looking for these. I got 2 of them. All right, that's the extras I forgot. That's what I told you they had extra laying around. Got it for a great price. Super cool people. I wish they lived closer. I'd go hang out with them. Anyway, back to my day. All right, I got all of those parts and pieces put up that we got last night in Bartlesville, outside of Bartlesville. It is 7 o'clock. So this is 30 minutes to take care of all of that. So it's a little after 7 now because that was only like 5 minutes, with probably 15 seconds for you on a double time. So that's where we're at right now. I am now waiting on my daughter to come over. She's going to help me install that great big giant shelf. This may be way out of order. It might be way out of order and it may not make any sense to you, but I'm showing you how my day goes. And I've got some other things that I want to show you. So that's why some things may be out of order. So don't let that upset your apple cart. just realize I'm showing you what I do in a typical day. Okay, that's gonna need 2 coats. So I'm not gonna make you sit and watch paint dry. As soon as we change and shift gears, I'll catch you up. All right, we got that front shelf up. Off camera, we got the 2 wings put on in the back, but again, this is out of order probably, and it's not gonna make sense to you what I'm talking about. But that's really a lot of what I wanted to get done today. So I thought, what else can I do? So on that project where we were hanging the shelf, I'm going to make some cabinets. But as I was saying, our cabinet doors. If I'm gonna make cabinet doors, I've got to find my leftover lumber from the sides of the camper like we always do. And in doing that, I had really stacked way too much up in here. So I am sweeping away all of that sawdust while I'm at it. I'm going to take all these things that I know I'm never going to use. I'm going to cut them down. They're going to go in the fireplace eventually when it ever cools down. So that's this step. Because sometimes you just got to clean. You just got to stop and clean, and it tells you where you're at. So that's where I'm at in a day in the life. As I told you, I'm doing these cabinet doors. And I think that's all I'm going to be able to do on this project, because I've got to get that, Scotty going. But I wanted you to see that I was doing that, and still day in the life. Got all of the doors, cabinet doors cut out, and they've got to dry. I got putty on them where there's a problem. So that is project number 2 that's getting ready to be put on hold as project number 3. So right now this is project 1 because it's going home in about 3 days. Excited about that. So there's only 2 little things that I've been just putting off just because I wanted to get as far as I could on former project 2, moving to 3. I've got to install the gray water out, which I've got everything run on the inside. I just got to always do it twice. I've got to drill the hole and then just hook this up, butyl tape, screw it in. And then the customer requested door latch, just to keep the door open. So I will do that. Then number 1, and be ready to get out of here. And tomorrow, former number 2 is going to be replaced with the Scotty. Scotty probably won't come in because I'm just going to tear it down. I'll do it out there in front of World Headquarters. But that'll be separate on a separate Scotty video for that one. So still working on a day in the life of World Headquarters. All right, it's lunchtime. Got the other number 1 project buttoned up, and that's what we were going for. Got 5 hours in so far. I'd like to get at least 1 to 2 more, but the heat is rolling in. Well over 100 today. But I would like to finish at least the doors. Just get the doors ready on those cabinets for formerly project number 2. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat my lunch, head back out there, and I'll let you know what the rest of my day holds. That's the last one. As you can see by my red face, it's starting to get hot out here. So I've got these cut up, brushed off. We've got 9 doors, and I'm going to go ahead and stain them and then let them dry. It's gonna look good, gonna look good. They're already dry. It take about 5 minutes, but we did get 5.5 hours in was all we were able to get because, as you can see, it's just too much. It's too much. So I'm gonna go in and I will probably run to Home Depot and get all of the materials that I need for this. Just depends on how I feel. If so, we'll add that on. Well, it's too hot to work, so I thought I'd at least go and get all of my plywood. I'll get home, load this out, and that will end the day in the life of World Headquarters.